Mm-hmm. That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. So very, very happy to have you. If you're a first time viewer, a very, very special welcome to you. I tell you what, why not become part of the family? We call it the noise here at Galaxy simply because you're loud. You really are. We get all your mail, everything. We take notice, and pretty much that's how we put a breakfast show together. Today we're talking to Tomiko Dixon coming out of Chicago. And it's because people like you that follow us want to listen to her music, and I'm very, very proud of that. Thumb, why not thumb? Yeah, you know what to do with the thumby thing and the bell thing. The bell is for notifications. Yes, of course, for important people, much like Tomiko. The thumby thing, get epileptic. You know what to do. Like us a lot. Let's kick it off. You're right here at Galaxy. Joining us live today is Tomiko Dixon. Here's the best of love. You're right here at Galaxy. Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning.
How you feeling? You right?
Yeah, I'm great.
Got to say thank you for joining us down here at Down Under in the Antipodes.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I'm so excited about this interview. I was telling my godfather, my partner, Marshall Thompson of the Shotlights, I was telling him I'm doing an interview today, and he was like, right on, right on.
Nice.
He's always telling me, right on.
Nice, nice. I got to warn you, I used to be a stand-up comedian once upon a time as well, so you might find yourself having a giggle here or there.
Okay, great. I can use that too.
Good. I might give you some material that you might want to use.
I know, right? I think we can take this show on the road.
Nice, nice. Believe me, I had a funny experience the other day. I'm going to talk to you about that too. We had a former Queen's birthday weekend, or now King's birthday weekend, which it isn't really their birthdays, but we celebrate it and we have a long weekend, right?
Okay.
And I went over to see a friend of mine at one of the closest cities we have, which is about an hour and a half away, called Tauranga. And
Okay.
my mate Chris there, he rang me up. He says, come over and spend a couple of days over here. So I went over to see him, and he says just quietly to me, downtown, there's a car yard down there that are demonstrating these newfangled cars, self-drive things.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Have you been in one? Have you seen one?
I have not been in one yet. I have not.
Well, we went down.
So how have you been in it?
Yeah, well, we went down to have a look, right? They had two of them. They were very, very nice plush machines, right? And the salesman's very proud of it and everything. So I says to him, can we test it out? And he goes, yeah, sure, no worries, hop in. And I was sitting there and I said, so what do I do? He says, just ask it something. Ask it to take you to a destination. And I'm a bit of a smarty, right? So I said to it, take me somewhere I haven't been before.
Oh,
do you know where I ended up?
Where?
The morgue.
Wow, that is funny. That's so funny. That's a good one.
It's a true story.
That's funny. That's too funny.
That is so funny. I loved it.
You know what? That's guess why I ended up here. I know you. Oh, that's a rough one.
Yeah. So I reckon.
I was wondering what it was taking you to.
Yeah.
An experience like that, I definitely would not get in another one of those cars. When you asked them to take you, though, you asked it.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, careful what you asked for.
I did. Absolutely got everything I asked for there.
Wow. Wow. That's a funny one. That just reminds me of those the Google Map apps. Because sometimes if it's not updated or if the weather is bad or your connection is bad and you have it lead you somewhere, a lot of people were saying when it first came out, it was leading them to like dead ends and things like, of that nature. So it kind of reminds me of that.
Out in the paddock somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do it. Let's have some fun.
Then I ended up at the morgue. That is too funny. The best of love.
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. And today we're talking to Tomiko Dixon, all the way out of Chicago. Tomiko, big fan. Welcome to Galaxy. So happy to meet you.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. I appreciate you guys so much. So much.
Well, we've been following you for, well, a little, well, it's been a minute. Let's put it that way, if you know what I mean. Of course,
Yeah.
we're going to end up with the particular track that we've been following you with, of course, Lazy J and Claver Menzies as well, a very talented man in his own right. So
Exactly.
we absolutely appreciate you joining us. Now, Tomiko, we opened up the show, I think, with one of the best tracks I've heard in a long time, The Best of Love. Tell me
The
about
best of
this.
love. You know what? The best of love is like a true love story. Because when I write music, I'm a writer, entertainer, producer, all of that good stuff too. But when I write songs, I write from experiences or things that I've seen and something like that. And that song was triggered by a love that I once knew. And it was truly the best of love. It was so good, I had to write a song about it. So just decided to, I was playing around in the studio and I came up with the music and I'm like, you know what? I can put the best of love on here. I can put the best of love on here. And that's how that song came about. It was just, it was about having the best of love, experiencing that in my life.
I absolutely. Are you still with The Best of Love?
No, but we are best friends. We're not together like that, but we are best friends.
Ah, okay.
But so I would say yes, actually.
Oh, there you go.
Because real love would stand all of that. You know, if one thing goes wrong or whatever, if you're still able to hold on to that person in a sense, then yeah, you're still together. So I think we are. Yeah.
Very cool.
Now that I think about it.
Much respect for that. I really, really
Yeah.
enjoy that.
So in writing the song, I just knew that the emotion behind it. When I got finished with it and I heard it, I'm like, wow. I'm like, the world can really use this song at this particular time because, you know, it's like we lack in love, you know, and the idea of love. When you look at dating and relationships and stuff like that, some people are just settling for just, you know, the quickie or you know something like that and I'm like just imagine if we could have the best of love, you know, and what would that feel like. So I knew that when I put the song out it was going to tap into a lot of people that long for love, that are in love, that are, you know, that experienced love before, maybe lost the love, you know. So yeah, and the true essence of that's how that song came up.
I get you. I really, really do. Tell me about being the granddaughter of blues.
Being the granddaughter of the blues was bestowed upon me by the great ancestors. And just carrying on my grandfather's legacy and him and all his friends that started blues and kept it alive and going. My thing was seeing my grandfather hustle and being who he was growing up. It felt a shame that with the talents that I have, not to carry on his legacy. So my main thing was just to contribute to what he has done already and keep it going and keep it alive because it's our heritage. You know, it's the backbone of all great music, and it's a pleasure for me to do that.
You know, I'm pleased you said that, to be very honest, the backbone of all great music. I've been trying to get through to Barbara that blues is just that, just in
Yeah.
different words. You know what I mean? And she's a big blues fan. I got to be honest, I am too. But I'm open-minded to all music. Being a radio announcer, I have to be copacetic with everybody. To be very honest, some I don't like more than others, but I pretty much love all music. Where Barbara is a very, very big blues fan, and she says to me, Grant, you've really got to do Tomiko Dixon. So we're doing you today. And I really, really do thank you for that. Young lady by the name of Robin, coming out of North Carolina, is asking Tomiko, as a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you a talker? But more importantly, do you respond?
I am on Facebook. I am on Twitter. I'm on Facebook more than Twitter. I know it's a couple of pages there on Facebook. But the one that I think, you know how they take your page and make phony pages or something. So I kind of noticed that. I'm disputing that now. But the page that has the most fans on it, it has interaction, it has current stuff on it. And then you can also go to my website. My name is spelled T as in Tom, Omiko, Dixon, Dixon. So TamikoDixon.com. Or you can look up Willie Dixon's granddaughter and I'll pop up. I think I'm very easy to find. I'm on Instagram under Tomiko Dixon. You know, so I'm very easy to find. You can find me under Tomiko Dixon or Willie Dixon's brand.
Very, very cool. Now, Tomiko, do you have a merch store? How do people get hold of a cap, a koozie, and a t-shirt?
Yeah, that's on my website as well, TamikoDixon.com. I'm partnered with Wayne Dang Doodle Tees, and I do have t-shirts and hats and different stuff like that out for sale as well. So you can get that on TamikoDixon.com.
I'm going to have to hit you up for a t-shirt. I would be very, very honored to wear your brand while I'm doing these interviews. People actually,
I would definitely send you.
Honestly, people have actually told me, Grant, while you're doing the interview, I'm on the interwebby thing because who you've got wearing today, I've just bought a t-shirt and a cap and a koozie and a guitar pick and stuff like that. And I don't quite understand how that works, but people seem to take notice of it.
Yeah. I mean, when you're cool and you're wearing all these cool shirts, they're gonna want to get the shirt.
Exactly.
That's
Absolutely.
how it goes.
Yeah, it is.
The shirt and the hat. They're gonna want to get both.
And to be very honest with you, I'm loving Born in the Blues.
Thank you. You know, All American, Born in the Blues, Red, White, and Blues. Yeah. This shirt has been around. This was actually one of my first designs. I have several designs. This was the first one, and this seemed to be the most sought after one.
Believe me, send me one.
Yeah.
I'd be honored to wear your brand. I really, really would. And promote you as much as possible. One thing I do have to ask you, though, is the next time, Tomiko, you're near a recordable 58 microphone, how about doing me some voice drops?
Okay, perfect. No problem. I got one right in there.
Nice. The more people hear your name and who you are, the more people go and find out, and before you know it, you might have a few dozen more fans.
Okay.
Very cool.
Let's do it. Thank you. I appreciate that.
For God's sake, give more power to the people. Tell me about this.
Give more power to the people. Wow. You know, it was a vision of my godfather, who was Marshall Thompson, Hollywood Walk of Famer of the Shy-Lights. He's known as the godfather of all vocal groups, and that happens to be my godfather. And he came to me and he told me, he said, goddaughter, you need to do power to the people. He said he had a dream one night. He had a dream and he just heard me welling away at that song. And I'm like, power to the people. I'm like, okay, Pops, I'm gonna take a look at it, you know. And so we went and looked at it. I'm like, Pops, that's the perfect song, you know, for right now. He like, you gotta remember, baby. He like, my father and your grandfather was together, and as a youngster growing up, your grandfather helped raise me and put me where I need to be, and I'm gonna do the same thing for you. He said, and I know, he said that was our first million seller. And he said it would really do the world some good if you perform that song because you're the granddaughter of the blues. And you singing a Shy-Lights #1 hit and you got access to it. Why wouldn't you do the song? And I'm like, you don't even have to convince me. You don't have to convince me. It was a task getting arrangements together because I had to get it in my mind that I'm taking a 4-part harmony song and I'm singing it as one person, you know, with my godfather, you know, singing in the background with me. And we pulled it off. It's definitely different from the original one. It's added on to the legacy of that song. It's powerful. It's moving. And it's for the people and it's for everybody. When the first version of the song, when the Shy-Lights did it back in 1964, I believe, they used it for the Black Panther movie, and it was put in the movie, the Black Panther movie, and that's what took it to the top and made it the hit. And like I was telling my godfather, Marshall, I'm like, you know, right now, everybody needs, all of the people, we need more power for all of the people. Everybody got the blues right now. You know, every country, every race, every nationality, you know, every religion. everybody is going through something right now, and so it's just the perfect time for that song. And he influenced me to do it, my godfather, and I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful to him. I'm grateful to the Shylights to be able to do their song, and I'm grateful to Eugene Records family. And Eugene Record was the one that actually wrote the song, and he penned a lot of great hits. So to be able to do their song is an honor.
Well,
it is an honor.
Tomiko, I got to be honest with you, we haven't been playing it for that long. It's only a relatively fresh song to us, but so far, 1,375 requests for it and climbing.
Are you serious?
I am. I'm very serious.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, because it's just just the significance of the song, and to be able to do a dedication for my godfather. It just warms my heart. It warms my heart.
Very.
Because Beyonce redid their songs, Jay-Z redid their songs, Bruno Mars just performed Have You Seen Her? And then here I come with Power to the People.
Absolutely.
It don't get no better than that.
Absolutely. Joining us live today at Gas, would you believe it? Yes, it's Tomiko Dixon. For God's sake, more power, give more power to the people. You're right, you're a Galaxy.
Yep.
How you feeling?
You okay? I can't believe it. You got that many requests for that song. Are you serious?
Yeah, absolutely I am. How many countries tuned in?
158.
158 countries right now. Okay.
Wow.
We are a global radio station, believe me, sweetie.
I know. That's why I'm just so excited and honored to be here with you guys. I'm telling you, I love you guys. You just don't know. When you're an artist in the music industry, you hope that people play your music. You hope that you can get your message out there. And it's truly that for me. Every day I live and breathe this, just to help keep the blues going, to help other people in the music industry, artists, labels, just anyone that's just trying to do something with their lives in the entertainment industry. So it becomes a lot. And to have help with what it is that you're doing is very rare if you're not with a major record label, It just means so much to me. It really does. It really, really does.
How many countries tuned in?
Countries, you just said there. I said 158.
That's how many cities?
Oh, cities
Sorry.
is, 32,
Yep.
145.
Okay. 32, 145.
Yeah.
32,145 cities around the world.
It.
Not bad.
Love it.
It's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Oh, look, Tomiko, when we first started this, Barbara and I, we were thinking we might get 10 listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Wow. Right.
That was almost 16 years ago. It's blown out exponentially since then. You know what I mean? And we appreciate everybody that listens to Galaxy. We do. We really, really do. And don't forget, coming soon, Hit Radio, GLA, out of Bangalore.
That's right.
Can't go wrong.
That's right.
And I've got to ask you, Tomiko, I'm sure you'll say yes, but with the radio stations that we are going to be opening up throughout India, can we play your music there?
Of course, yes.
Nice.
I'll make sure you guys get the exclusive every time I drop something.
Oh,
because I'm telling you guys have went and listen. Some of them songs I haven't even sent to you. Barb just hit me up like, "Hey, listen, we're playing the Best of Love." I'm like, "Wait a minute, I would have sent you the song." She's like, "Baby, we got that song already. It's already on. It's already out." So,
Anyway,
yes,
let's go back to the desk.
Wow, this is beautiful. Power to the people.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today, absolutely loving it, we're talking to Tomiko Dixon coming out of Chicago. Now, Tomiko, as I said right from the start, I'm a big fan, but I'm very interested in the background work that you do right now. Tell me a little about what you're up to.
What I'm up to now is, of course, releasing music, writing, and I'm getting ready for our. We just had our Chicago Blues Fest, which is one of the biggest blues fests in the world. We have a Blues Fest kickoff at the beginning of the fest each year. So this year it was on the third, on June the third. It's with Big Lou from Sirius XM Radio, and it's sponsored by Buddy Guys Legends, Mara Max Entertainment. So we had the Blues Fest kickoff. Then, of course, we had a phenomenal Chicago Blues Fest, bringing in people from all around the world. And the next big event for us will be our Chicago Blues Hall of Fame. And that's going to be August the 16th at Buddy Guys Legends. And we have about 12 different people that are going to be inducted on that night. And it's going to be one of the biggest events in Chicago. So that's what we're getting ready for next, the Blues Hall of Fame.
I hope you're going to send me an invitation.
Oh, you have an invitation. There you go. You're my VIP.
So if I bring the video along, they'll go, oh, yeah, okay, fair enough, and you go.
You're invited. You're always invited.
I love it. I believe me, I'm very
I'm
proud.
serious, too. You're invited, yeah.
I'm very proud at what you do, especially with the Hall of Fame thing. Believe me, that can't be easy. It must be a very difficult position to fill.
I wouldn't say it's difficult, but it's challenging. And then we have United Charitables, and then I have the president, Dan Marlett. He started this thing back in 1998, 99, and he's just been so phenomenal with his mission and keeping it going. I couldn't help but support it and get on board with it. And then, here in Chicago, we have promoters all around the world, but here in Chicago, we have Buddy Guys Legends, and then you have Mark Maddox there. And Mark has been putting on the Blues Hall of Fame, I want to say, for the last 10 years. He's been putting it on with different promoters for the last 10 years. But now he's coming up to the front now, and he's really doing his thing over there, keeping the blues alive. And so it's my job to come in and help him do just that. And anyone else that would like to start a Blues Hall of Fame ceremony, or anyone that, need my help and expertise with keeping it going, growing the ceremony, maybe referring over people to be inducted, or, just bringing everyone together, because that's what I do. And that's what I've been doing for a lot of years, being that bridge, to get from point A to point B. And it's been working great here in Chicago. So it just got revived. It's back alive, and everyone is loving it. And so many people are being inducted that needs to be inducted, that deserve to be inducted. And we want this Blues Hall of Fame all around the world.
Well, Tomiko, you've just talked yourself into a job.
I know. I'm always talking myself.
I'll have to talk to my partner about it, but believe me, you're talking my language right now, and I'm absolutely loving it, and I've got immense respect. I really do.
Yeah.
Little Red Rooster. Now, tell me about this. Is a cover, and believe me, I remember, way back in the day, even Howling Wolf did a copy of it back in the days when he was feuding with Muddy Waters and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So. Why did you choose Little Red Rooster?
Little Red Rooster was the first song of my grandfather's that I recorded, that I covered, of my grandfather, Willie Dixon, of course. And it was myself, and it was a gentleman who was my mentor. His name was Keith Hudson. And Keith Hudson recently passed away 2 years ago. And as a kid, he always told me, hey, if you ever want to do music, come and see me, and I'm going to help you record and make music. And he did just that. And that man mentored me and really got me solidified with blues, the meaning of blues and stuff, because, of course, my grandfather had already passed away by the time I started doing music. And a lot of people in my family at the time wasn't, back actively doing music. So just to have the blues community, someone from the blues community, an elder, embrace me and, teach me how to interpret blues, the true meaning of blues, what it meant to the people, what it meant to the world, because Keith had played with everybody. And so he made all of that music, one man band in his studio at his house. And he brought me in. I had just broke my arm. I had just broke my arm. And he was like, when he called me, he like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm feeling down. He like, you need to come sing this song since you got the blues. And that's why I'm like, too lazy to cross the days. Just like you hear the growls in there because I was in pain. And he was in the background screaming like, baby, that's the blues.
Did he poke you in the arm? Did he poke you in the arm when he needed a high spot?
Literally. He like, baby, he like, because you know what? When I first started singing, I was doing hip hop and R&B, and to go from that to singing blues, you know, blues is like it's soulful. You really got to tap into yourself and understand the meaning of the words. You know, even though it was my grandfather's song and I had heard it so many times, I never really understood who the rooster was and why was the rooster so important to the barnyard and the function of daily life, you know, this period. And so by that time I had a really good understanding of it, and I was able to deliver that song. And it was because of Keith Hudson. So that's where that song came.
Absolutely fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us live is Tomiko Dixon coming out of Chicago. Here's Little Red Rooster. It's getting hot in here.
Oh, wow. I'm wondering.
Yeah, you got that granddaughter blues up in there. You need a fan.
Oh, I do. I've got a story
you
about
it. Songs back to back too. Woo,
Tomiko, where you are, do you have an SPCA?
Do I have a what?
An SPCA. It's the Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals.
We do. It's called the Animal Cruelty Society.
Right. Well, we have one here, the SPCA. Used to be Royal SPCA, but they dropped the Royal. I see in the news this morning that they're having an argument with our government, which is unusual. What? It's usually unusual. You never really hear about them kicking up a stink, but today they've approached the government about round bales of hay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They don't think the animals are getting a square meal.
Oh.
Round bales of
so
hay.
You funny, you wrong. Because I'm thinking like, wait a minute, don't the animals need the hay? So you know what, you went over my head with that one. I give you that. You know what, it's so funny because my manager works for the Department of Agriculture. So when you said, hey, and there was it just made me think like I'm in Mississippi, and I just started envisioning the hay, and it just took me somewhere else. It just took me
Oh dear. That reminds me of a true story, and I'll be honest with you. I was interviewing one of the hierarchy of Johnson & Johnson baby products.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I knew I was going to be interviewing this guy, so I said to my secretary, please send the receptionist down the road to go and get me some products. So I'll use them as props, right? So she comes back with a thing of baby powder and baby oil, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sitting there through the interview, and I picked these up and I says, yeah, look, we have them here in New Zealand. He goes, yes, that's our product. And I held up the baby oil one, and I said, baby oil. How many babies goes in a bottle?
Oh, you're so wrong.
End of conversation. Everything went black. They won't return my calls, and that was almost.
How many babies going there? I know how many babies you can oil down with that bottle. A lot.
Mm.
Look, look, a lot. That's a good one though. I don't know that hay one. You won with that hay one though.
Oh look, believe me, I can see you going back and researching these later.
You know I am.
Very quickly though, you're not a vegan by any chance, are you?
I am not vegan.
You're not. Yeah.
No.
Look, for 16 years we've been trying to come to the bottom of a myth. Okay, you might be able to help me out.
Okay.
Have you ever tried a vegan sausage?
I have.
Are they made of real vegans?
No, it's, you know what? I took a friend of mine to a vegan restaurant to have breakfast. And they came out with something that they call vegan sausage, and he got mad. Okay.
But are they made of real vegans or not?
No, yeah, exactly. It needs to be made of it's made of something. Because when they had this mystery meat or what is this miracle meat? What's the name of that meat that they have out now? I'm like, well, okay, it's not animals, but what is it?
It's sawdust.
Yeah, mixed with it.
Look, what is it really? They had a movie about that called Soylent Green back in the day.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So you know, as soon as they came out with that meat, everybody was like, Soylent Green. I was like, I had to go watch the movie to see. I'm like, I watched this whole movie just for the ending part right here. Seriously.
Yep.
They need to make the 2026 version of that movie.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're very right.
Is this white in my face? Huh?
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. And this morning we're talking to Tomiko Dixon coming out of Chicago, and very, very entertaining conversation we're having as well. Believe me, the reason why I asked that was it actually goes back to Beetlejuice. Do you remember that movie?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you see, he let it out of the bag that Girl Guide biscuits weren't made of real Girl Guides, which made me think about, vegan sausage.
Vegan sausage. Wow, how many vegans? Yeah. How many vegans it take to make a vegan sausage?
Well, this is right.
I don't particularly care for the meat. I'd rather just eat the vegetables and eat the fruit just like that, rather than process it and try to make it look like something else.
Well, here's one for you, and believe me, I did this one year. Literally, I've got a rental in town here that I rent out from time to time, and the grass was getting a bit high, so I put a notice up on the front saying, vegan lunch, free lunch, bring your own scissors.
You being funny, you mess around about when people are in your yard.
I had to get the lawns mowed anyway. Didn't get a
Ain't no
taker.
telling what's in those vegan burgers.
Exactly. So for every vegan out there that's watching this right now, we apologise.
But we love you.
Yeah, we got to put in
Put some
that.
gravy on those vegan burgers. That's all I'm just saying. Because it don't taste good. I have not had a really good vegan. I challenge anybody to send me a good vegan burger. How about that?
Yeah, well, somebody tried me with tofu, and I said, there's no way I'm putting anything connected to toes in my mouth. Just not going to happen, really.
Don't do it.
No. Especially that wobbly wet stuff. Ew.
I know. I think that's what that sausage was made out of. That one I took my friend to get that vegan breakfast. He was so mad. He said, "What is this?" He said, "Why don't they just call it tofu sausage?" And now he said, "Tofu patty." He said, "This is not a sausage."
You see, my problem, and I'm going to be very honest with you, is I grew up with a master chef for a mother. Mm-hmm. Okay, she worked for feeding the diplomats, our parliamentary building. And so she was very, very in tune with food. And the first thing she made me understand about food is, it's got to be appealing. It's got to be good to the eyes. You got to want it. You know what I mean? So tofu is not appealing. I'm sorry, it just
it's not.
Doesn't do it for me. Have you met Clever Menzies?
I have not met him in person, no. I haven't met Jay in person yet.
Oh, okay.
And I've been knowing him since I was this little. No, I'm kidding. But, you know, it's so interesting in this musical journey of mine. I have a lot of great friends and family that I've never seen before. We have never seen each other in person. And we help each other and are really there for each other like we grew up together.
So, have you been to India?
I have not.
You've not been to India.
It's very busy.
Have not been to India, no.
Now, you see,
Very
the thing is,
busy.
I know Jay and I know the IMF and what's going on there. And literally, when I very first started with the IMF connection, Jay gave me the song Rock and Roll Lives Forever. And it includes you. And it's a live track. And I was sitting there thinking, now hold on. You're on stage.
Yeah.
How did you get on stage and not be there?
First of all, Jay made the photo. He took pictures of each one of us and made the album cover for it. So we were not on stage together. Okay. As far as the song, I wrote the song, I believe in 2010. And I had a competition on Facebook for the hottest band alive. I did not find the hottest band alive to do that song. Okay. And initially, I wrote the song for Robert Plant and couldn't get it to him. So I figured if I did the hottest band alive contest, it would get his attention. Like I said, it didn't happen. Later on, I did end up meeting Robert Plant's manager and all of that stuff. But for some reason, I didn't pitch the song. We ended up doing something else together. And then I ran into Jay, started working with them or whatever. And he sent me their music, some of their music, Lazy J. And I'm listening to it. I'm like, Dad, these guys are badass, right? I'm like, I said, you know what? They may be the hottest band alive. I said, let me see. I said, and it would be interesting to see a different twist on the song, to see another nationality do the song, because that never even crossed my mind. And so I was talking to Jay. I said, Jay, I got a song. You want to hear it? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, listen to it and tell me what you think. So I did not send him the version that I had ready for Robert Plant. I sung it a cappella and sent it to him. Because I listened to their other productions that they had on their other songs, and they were such badass. I didn't want him to get influenced by that other music. So I'm like, well, what would you do with this? And this is what they came back with. They came back with it.
You know something? We've been playing it for, a minute. Let's put it that way. And I'm going to be very honest with you. We absolutely love it. Not just because it's Lazy J and Tomiko Dixon and Claver Menzies. It's because it's good. It really is. Rock and roll lives forever. You're right here at Galaxy. I've met Robert Plant.
Yeah, they did their thing on that one. They did their, because I was looking at just like the age of the artist now. Robert Plant has gotten a little bit older and stuff like that. Which, I still think he can pull it off, but at that time it's like he was going through things as far as he wasn't recording anymore. Then next thing you know, he was. And I'm like, I don't know. I just think the song was meant for them. I know that I wrote it initially for Robert Plant, because you can tell in the lyrics, if you really listen to the lyrics, coming from me, giving the song to Robert Plant. But I just knew that song would really help.
That's very
if they did the song.
I almost knocked him off his feet when I met him.
For real?
Here in town. I am not kidding. The last person you would ever think that you would literally run into, because I was coming out of a shop. I got to be honest, I was buying some cigarettes. I was smoking back then, right? And I was pulling the silver paper out of the cigarette packet, looking down at it at the time as I was walking forward, and smacked into this guy and almost said to him, "Watch where you're going." When I looked at it, I went, you look like Robert Plant. He goes, "I get a lot of that."
Oh, and he sound like he looked like his. Wow.
He signed my cigarette packet.
Oh, you still got it?
No.
Wow.
The missus thought it was garbage when I was finished with it and threw it in without looking at it, and away it went. And Oh, well,
As we do,
Wow,
cleaning
wow.
up after you guys.
clean up after us, guys?
Yeah, as we do.
And didn't know. So you're supposed to put that up somewhere.
Uh,
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
was.
the museums would have loved that. That signed cigarette package.
Yeah.
I'm serious too. Because somebody called me like, I have an old ID that I found to your grandfather's. And they returned it to me, and now it's in the Grammy Museum.
Wow.
Well, the thing too is that I have worked with a huge amount of A-lister bands throughout my career. I've been very, very lucky. And a lot of the times, to be very honest with you, I've been in the right place at the right time. But as a front of house and as a studio engineer, I've had the privilege of meeting some of the best bands in the world, including bands like AC/DC, for instance. And the founder of AC/DC, Dave Evans,
Dave.
is actually a very close friend of Barbara's.
Oh wow! Because he was at the festival, right?
Yeah.
He did the festival.
Yeah, it was because of Barbara that he was there.
You listen, Bart. That was cold blood. That was so big time. That's so big time.
Oh, believe me, we've got bigger coming.
Okay.
But I can guarantee you that Dave will be back.
Yeah.
If I know Barbara, he will be back.
Watch out.
He had a good time.
Tomiko, we're going to round it up right here, but please don't go anywhere because I want to have a chat to you after this. Barbara's going to want to take some pickies and we'll put it into a movie. You'll get that tomorrow, okay?
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. And today we've been talking to Tomiko Dixon coming out of Chicago. And Tomiko, got to ask you one thing. Have you got anything new in the can? Will you send us some new stuff? Will you come back again?
Yes, I will send you some new stuff, and I will be back again. And there's always something new in the can. I got over 600 songs written, and I'm producing a song a week. So definitely got more in the can.
So, having said that, Tomiko, all I can say to you is welcome to the Galaxy family.
Thank you so much. I will make you guys proud.
I believe you. I absolutely believe you.
You better believe it.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to have a little chat. But between now and then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on Gas. And why not join us for the breakfast show? Barbara and myself, just after 6 a.m. Galaxy 107 FM New Zealand. You know where to go for the best indie artist in the world, 100% Galaxy. You're right here at Galaxy right now. Have a very happy and successful day. From me, it's Happy Radio, everyone. Woo-hoo. How was that?
That was fun.
Nice.